Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel where we bring you stories of amazing people who dared to dream and went on to make those dreams come true. Today, we will be taking you through the life of a woman who turned silence into power. Born blind and deaf, she learned to speak with her heart. Helen Keller's story shows us that true vision comes from within. Before starting this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell icon for getting notifications of all our upcoming videos. Let's start without any further ado. Helen Keller was born on June 27, 1880, in Tuscumbia, Alabama. She was a normal baby until she was 19 months old, when she had a severe case of the disease called scarlet fever, which left her both deaf and blind. At that time, doctors were unable to treat the disease, and thus they failed to save Helen's eyesight and hearing. Her parents were devastated when they saw their once lively and kicking baby girl turn into a bedridden and unresponsive child. They felt so guilty about not being able to care for their baby that they sent her away to live with her grandmother. When Helen was 6 years old, her mother took her to see Dr. John Albert Macy, an expert in working with children with special needs. But he found it difficult to communicate with Helen since she did not respond to any auditory or visual cues. So he tried something else. He spelled the word water into her hand while pointing to a water pitcher. And, just like that, Helen connected the dots. This breakthrough made him realize that if he could teach her to spell other words, she would be able to communicate with him. Thus, Helen began learning new words and phrases every day. At the age of 7, she entered the Wisconsin School for the Deaf, but her teachers there soon realized that she needed more individual attention than they could give her, and so she moved to the Perkins Institution for the Blind in Boston, where she met her new teacher, Anne Sullivan. Miss Sullivan taught her finger spelling, but soon realized that this method would take too long for Helen to learn to speak. Instead, she developed a new system by which she would place one finger on Helen's palm and the other on her throat, feeling the vibrations as she spelled words into her hand. Slowly but surely, Helen began to form words. First, it was just milk, then more, and finally, teacher. It was the first time in 5 years that she had spoken. After 2 years of intensive study, Helen was now speaking fluently. Although she could read lips, she couldn't hear sounds well enough to understand spoken language. So Anne Sullivan encouraged her to use sign language instead. Together, they worked tirelessly to improve Helen's language skills, reading books aloud to her and discussing the stories together. As Helen grew older, she continued learning new things. In 1904, she graduated from Radcliffe College, becoming the first deaf-blind person to earn a bachelor's degree. Throughout her life, Helen Keller was very active in social causes. She traveled all over the world, meeting with heads of state and giving lectures. In 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson presented her with the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian award in the United States. She also received honorary degrees from more than 30 colleges and universities, including Harvard University, Yale University, and the University of Michigan. Helen Keller dedicated her life to helping others and raising awareness about disability rights. She believed that people with disabilities should have the same opportunities as everyone else, and she worked hard to make that happen. She was a true inspiration to millions of people around the world, and her legacy continues to live on today. In this next part of the video, we will talk about some of the most important lessons from Helen Keller's life. Stay with us till the end to know more. Lesson 1. Never give up hope. No matter how difficult your situation may seem, never lose hope. Helen Keller was born blind and deaf and given very little chance of survival. But she never gave up. With the help of her teacher, Anne Sullivan, she learned to communicate, read, and write, and went on to become one of the most successful motivational speakers of her time. Lesson 2. Believe in yourself. No matter what others may think of you, always believe in yourself. Helen Keller was told that she would never be able to hold a job or live independently. But she proved them wrong by graduating from Radcliffe College and traveling the world to share her story. Lesson 3. Don't be afraid to ask for help. We all need help sometimes, and asking for it is not a sign of weakness. Helen Keller knew that she needed extra help to succeed, and she was not afraid to ask for it. With the help of her parents, teachers, and friends, she was able to overcome her disabilities and achieve her dreams. Lesson 4. Be grateful for what you have. No matter how difficult your life may be, there are still things to be grateful for. Helen Keller knew this, and she often expressed gratitude for the people in her life who helped her to succeed. Lesson 5. Live your dreams. No matter how big or small your dreams may be, always try to live them. Helen Keller dreamed of going to college and becoming a writer, and she did it despite all the odds stacked against her. We hope these lessons have inspired you to keep moving forward in your life. Remember, no matter what obstacles you face, you can overcome them with determination and hard work. Thank you for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell icon for getting notifications of all our upcoming videos. See you in the next one. Until then, stay tuned and keep inspiring.